I have something to say about myself deceased, but it is so far in the accented English. I can speak normally for me, what's normal for me, but I am out of the money it is to speak normally. So I cannot help it. I try to say it, but I'm trying to say with an accent that doesn't live anywhere, that it's homeless, and I'd rather not speak. But I cannot avoid the subject coming up in the threatening of myself recording videos on a camera. I know that I am posting videos on YouTube at this time, but I have videos on camera that I recorded and deleted before I began to post on YouTube, including I used a tablet, a Kindle, to record a number of videos that did not have any internet connection. This is Home Chef Macaroni. Somebody is pulling my fork for amusement to see if I will go out and get a job before I am told that I don't have a place to live if I don't get a job. And I am not alive that way. Is it possible that you know that I am not alive that way? I was wondering if you know that I am not alive that way, that I can possibly be working at this time, because that is how you want to make it my reality, that you just don't believe in me. Even though this is the end and I am disclosing my leverage, you are approximately telling me that you don't have consumption in alive of all of the sin of commission you've been doing, and gluttoning, and crime lording. You don't have any consumption, and that you see God about something in your life, and you are attracted to God, and you stay with God somewhere as part of that. You were on a pathway that was damaging to yourself, and you stayed with God on a point, and then you died in God, which would be involving you being in prison at this time. My leverage is disclosing that you would need to be in prison, or you are going to be in a vicious cycle of great offending. If you don't go into a prison for what it is to be in a greet offending, you will just be repeatedly greeting people and offending the greeting by that you are a failure to thrive in a greeting. You have illegal genitals. They are not due in a prison if you never use any keys. But the traffic has keys if the traffic goes right by you when you're outside homeless. So this is Home Chef. Someone gave me a Home Chef I didn't order. But I will eat it because it's vegetarian. There's no meat here, so it's, I will say yes. It's just macaroni and cheese. I would say no. I would maybe not select this myself. If I had been in the store to select it myself, I would skip it because I don't know if this has processed cheese in it or not. I already threw the lid out. I can go back and look at it. Is this American processed cheese that's made into Sargento calls it American processed cheese food? Yeah. What I would like is a cheese sauce, like made out of, I don't know, cheddar cheese or other real cheese, and then make a sauce out of it. For Home Chef, that means it's just heat and eat. They would have done that for me. Uh, for anyone, of course, for me. Okay, I just went into a clean garbage can to get this. There's no garbage that needs to be taken out in there, except for two items that have been in there without. They're not like I threw away a food wrapper that's used. That's not true. Everything in the garbage is clean, but it's a Q-tip that's used and a plastic disposable knife that has been washed and thrown away. Okay, so 2.5 servings per container. Cheddar and Colby and Swiss modified cheese. Okay, let me read the whole thing. Cheddar and Colby and Swiss and enzyme modified cheeses. Do you know what a modified cheese is? Is that the same thing as processed cheese? Well, I don't know. Okay, I need to turn on the stove top. So cover this. Add a little water. I did not do that yet. I need to put the camera down, but I'm going to force this bottle cap off. This is my drinking water. I want to drink it, but I'm going to pour it into the Home Chef. Someone's pulling my fork with this Home Chef, and they think that I don't know it. I most certainly know it. I'm going to die because I eat this Home Chef, and tonight is the night. Okay, so off, low, 1, 2. Is that enough or 3? Either 2 or 3. Okay, we'll start with 2. I can put this in the sink, but it is homeless down there. I might still have to eat out of this bowl. Okay, so maybe I'll just leave it. I would not use the spatula. Well, I would use the spoon that I'm going to eat it with, and that would be this one, but it goes with this bowl. This I'm going to eat with this one. I need a plastic fork, and I cannot use the spatula. The plastic fork, I can use it, but I didn't use it. I'm already too late. I'm going to pull my own fork as well with this spatula. The utilities are running here. Somebody is a knock on the door that they will come in and adjust the utilities. And there is somebody else who made the hole in the wall and put the air conditioning and heating unit into the hole in the wall, both here and over here. Yeah, both here, both there and over here. Yeah, say it that way. And so if those two are supposed to fight with each other and they are not on the point, I would say you are really far from the point. That's true. I do not turn this on anymore. When Charles Toe was here, I used it. I used the air conditioning. Charles Toe turned it on, and then it was too cold, and it didn't tell him to turn it down. I told him, can you please turn off the air conditioning, but leave the fan on? So he did that, and he left the fan on, and I left it. And then there is this fan now, but it didn't used to be here. Yeah, so the fan was on. Charles Toe turned on this fan for me after he turned off the air conditioning setting. So then, but this was ordered from Amazon after that. I would turn this on, but I don't turn it on because I cannot clean it. And I did not know that when I ordered it. You mean they don't know? I am not going to take a screw out of a fan to clean it. I did not know that you have to screw it closed. What for? Why doesn't it have a proper latch? So this summer, I did not use a fan at all. I did not use this unit at all. I don't know when's the last time I used it. Not this season, not last season. I used it a little when Charles Toe turned it on. This one has been in use ever since it was turned on by maintenance. It's November now, and it's still on the air conditioning. The maintenance did not come back to knock on the door to come in to adjust it or turn it off or take it out. The maintenance did not come back yet for that, but it's always possible. There is every day. So the maintenance staff, all they do is knock on the door and I let them in. And they are here under the condition or pretense that the rent is paid. But I have to say at this time, there has been enough rent paid not to pay any more rent because the apartment is not due and alive anymore. So the maintenance can still come. I am leaving the door open by if you knock on the door, I will open it for maintenance, and they can come in just because the apartment is past that it would not be alive anymore. Yeah, so that's nobody can get the money from the bank, not even me. Well, they do mostly good things, but they took out the central air. I don't know why. I can't really afford that they took out central air that was functioning, but they did. So let's just say that they can, and they did. I did not see them remove anything like how do I say this? They took out the thermostat. They took off the ventilation vent, that thing that it had screws. They just unscrewed it and took it off, and it comes right off, and it left a huge hole. They patched up the hole. Yeah, I would not do that. It is a hole in the wall. That's what central air is. It is a hole in the wall. It is already a finished problem, but that is what maintenance did. And then they left it that I still had this I could use. But I don't touch it. I don't turn it on. Since Charles Toe is not here, I don't touch it. When Charles Toe is here, sometimes I have to touch it because he's not myself. But since Charles Toe is not here, I don't have to touch it. No. So it's November. It would be time to turn off the air conditioning. But it's still sunny and 80 during the day. Yeah, sunny and 75, sunny and 80 during the day. But nighttime, I don't need the air conditioning at night. If you cannot afford yourself having air that you do not need to acclimate, you cannot afford to acclimate the air. You are contradictory people. I don't want to use the acclamation because I don't afford any of the reasons why you would acclimate the air. I'm willing to use a fan to circulate the air, and if you could consider a fan to be something that just freshens the air, however it does that. I don't know if you say it's like an air machine, it makes air. It's a fan, it freshens the air. So I was able to afford that myself over the years of knowing Charles Toe, but I am not really able to afford acclimation. No, I don't want none of your time. Okay, I can feel it warm, but I am looking for like bubbles. Is it bubbling? Roll me over, do me like Rover. Come on, throw me a bone. (1940s) song banned. Black female adultery for SUS records. I am eating that there is sexual abuse in heaven right now, and that is elsewhere is eliminated by that it has been done before. Well, I will tell you my point of view. What is wrong with you? Because I'm in order here, and I am the money that you believe in your good chances. I am the money that you believe that you are good. Well, I am God deceased, and I am the leverage it is to be good. If you are not myself, you're not good, because I'm alive here. So you have to say, do you want good? You want good means everything is mine to myself is good to you, to yourself. And you are yourself not good to me. Goes straight to homeless because you don't have a point, and then you get trespassed and you go to prison. You are found by police and put into prisons. You cannot talk to me when you really need a mass grave to die in. I don't have leverage to die in a mass grave with you. So, Auschwitz and Birkenau, those are prisons that are known to be overseas in the 1930s and 40s, World War II era. And they are prison camps for just, they say, Jewish people and sympathizers with Jewish people. But what about that Jewish people? They make black people and Asian people and maybe Indian people from India type of people although they may not be in India. If they are black, they may not be in Africa. If they are Asian, they may not be in Asia. So how can there be concentration camps in Germany and Poland of Auschwitz and Birkenau, uh, racism about Jewish people who are really all white-skinned people, but I don't see them with the problem I have: segregation of black people, segregation of Asian people, segregation of Indian people. The segregation of black people would be if they are in Africa. Segregation of Indian people would be if they are in India. And segregation of Asian people would be if they are in Asia. But what about America is like a melting pot of all the different people. So how can there be a prison Auschwitz and Birkenau when they're all white people in the pictures, including they are emaciated, some of them. How can that be a prison that you could be getting any money today out of your United States history? And including that it's even possible you could see it on TV. You can see it on the internet if you look it up. You could see it on TV if you don't look it up sometimes. So what about us that we are living after that history has been given already, as I am stating it now? Uh, I just don't think that's enough leverage for me. I'm going to say that I'm deceased out of the threatening of the Holocaust, Adolf Hitler problem, Chancellor Adolf Hitler. Yeah, so I can't really say that I agree with that. I have to say I don't have a life that way. No. That means you don't have a life that way because I am alive in you.